got something. Stealth Arms. All right, let's take a look at it. It's finally here. So this is going to be a video about the Stealth Arms Platypus. This will be like a first look at it. And here's what I went with, the way I designed it. So I went with the black and red design here. Okay. So the cool thing about Stealth is every aspect of this pistol is customizable by yourself when you go in to build your order. So let's take a closer look. Just to show it is clear. Okay, so let's take a look at how it comes when you get this from your FFL. So he brought me out just this bag here, and inside the bag you're going to get your obligatory lock that I don't know anybody in the world that actually uses that. You do get 2 actual OEM Glock magazines, okay? And then depending on your optic cut, I got this cut for the Delta Point Pro, which is, it's actually going to be the Primary Arms RS-15, which is not released yet, but it is there. And then your replacement rear sight. And then an extra pin here. There is a tag that has my personal information on it, so that's going to stay hidden. You get the manual, which has pretty good breakdowns of their standard 1911 and then their Platypus. So it is a little bit different, but majority of it is the same. And a really cool little sticker. Alright, so that's the basic stuff. And this is a 2-pistol pouch. And then the actual Platypus itself. So I'm very much a, like I used to race Honda motorcycles when I did like motocross and freestyle and things like that back in my younger days. And black and red have just always been my colors ever since I became a Honda fan when I was a teenager. So the cool thing about this, I did go through several variations. Initially all red on the slide with black accents. There's a couple different ways they can do the cuts and the grip. You can get a round trigger guard, or I went with the square. You can get it with a pick rail, without, and threaded barrel or non-threaded. And this is, I believe, the Commander. And then they make the standard government, was it 5-inch? This is a 4 1/4. So you do have ambi safeties. But every single part of this, so anything that is red on here, I selected that. Anything that is black, I selected that. So I've got black accents there. I've got red accents on the inside here. My trigger is red with black on the front and black on the inside there. And the bushing, you can pick whatever colors you want there. You can have them paint the sight here. Initially mine was red, but I looked at a picture from the back and it was just too much red. So I changed it up, toned it down, went black with red accent. But overall, I think this has turned out really, really, really nice. So I'm very pleased with this. If you've got any questions about it, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer what I can as I'm figuring this all out. So you can see it is a very tight fit. The trigger pull on this is very light. This is the competition, or their version of a competition. So pressure on it, you got that much take up to a wall. And then here's the brake. Okay. And then reset. So fairly short reset. And brake again. So since this is a first looks video, I wanted to talk about the whole ordering process and discuss everything that I went through to get this. Let me take these off. So I will say we got more rain down here and it is muggy and the wind just died, which is, it's nice when you're shooting long range, but right now I would take a little bit of a breeze. So I knew that Stealth Arms would be going to the NRA show. I had seen a few interviews with their owner, and I had also seen that Humble Marksman posted a picture on the Reddit forum that he had got his in, and this was the same kind of 2-week period that I was playing around with the configurator on their website and trying to design all my colors and everything. So I ended up deciding that Thursday night, April the 13th, just before midnight, I went ahead and finalized my order, sent it in, and they are on East Coast time, so it showed up as Friday, April 14th, just right at 1 o'clock their time when my order went in. Okay, they were obviously already gone to the NRA show on Friday, and from what I could see, they got, a bunch of attention at the NRA show. And then Humble Marksman's video actually came out that Sunday and got like 200,000 views in the first day. It was pretty wild. So I was very glad I got my order in. And when I placed the order, it said that the estimated wait time was approximately 8 weeks. Okay, so that should have put it to me, May, June, around the middle of June. Well, here it is, the middle of July. Let's talk about that. So on Monday, midway through the morning, they'd updated their website to 10 weeks. By the end of the day, it had changed to 12 to 14 weeks. And I believe by the end of the week, it was up to 14 to 16 weeks for an estimated wait time. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm in ahead. But I'm thinking that my order just got in, but they didn't actually start working on it, until all these additional orders had come in. But I was there, set, now it's the waiting game. So when you place your order, they've got an order tracker that you can see for each section of the build process they're supposed to update. So after about the first week, mine showed that the frame was made. So take that back. First was my slide was made after about a week. And then about 3 weeks, I moved to frame was made. Then around the first week of June, somebody from Stealth had called me because I put notes in about the optic cut, because the Primary Arms RS-15 was supposed to have been released at the end of April. Well, that got delayed, but everything I could confirm on it says it's supposed to be cut for Delta Point Pro pattern. So I went ahead and stayed with that as my selection, but I had a note in there for them to ask me about it before they, finished building all of this. So they did see the note and they called me the beginning of June and we talked for a few minutes. I told them I wanted as competition of a trigger as they could put together and that we should be good with the optic cut that I had selected, at least according to Primary Arms. Then by the middle of June, about 3-4 weeks ago, I moved again, and it said that that I was prepped for paint. Okay, so this is where it gets weird. After the step that's called prep for paint, then there's one that says painted, assembled, test fired, shipped. Alright, so I had got my parts staged and I was waiting to get painted. And, I was like, oh, cool, that's only going to take a day or two. I'll have it by the end of next week. Well, that went on for another 3 to 4 weeks. And then all of a sudden on Thursday, this last week, which would have been July 13th, I got an email that said, your order has shipped. So I don't know what happened, but the tracker did not update from ready to paint to shipped. It just skipped every single step. So it didn't notify of being painted or assembled or test fired, just went straight ready to paint and then to shipped, which is fine. That was a great surprise. I was super happy about that. But I just want to give people a little bit of a story about what I went through when I was getting this initially done. So I did use a deal where I got overnight shipping. So it showed up on Friday, the 14th of July. So ordered officially on April 14th and arrived 3 months later on July 14th. So a little bit longer than the estimated wait time, but from what I can tell, the quality is all still here, or all still good. And I'm happy to have it here in my hand. So I did take it apart and clean it. It seemed like it was already oiled, so I think they just test fired it and sent it out, but I wanted to be the one to, verify that it was done. So cleaned it up a little bit and went ahead and oiled it with some Lucas. We'll see how that runs here in a minute. So I think that's enough talking of the story on it. Let's get a few test shots in just to see how it runs. And it's going to be dark in a few minutes, but I just want to get this first looks video done, and let's see how it goes. Okay, I've done a little fiddling with the holster I got. I got a Double Alpha Academy Max holster. So it does have an adjustable trigger guard and dust cover spring. So I was able to get it to properly fit and grab a hold. So I'll show that off more in a future video, but for right now, let's just do a couple shots. So I will admit, since I am still waiting for the optic that I want to run on this to be released, I'm gonna force myself to learn irons, and I'm very terrible with irons. So this is not gonna be anything beautiful, but I'm just gonna see if I can hit a couple of my steel targets, and we'll see what happens here. Okay. Here we go, first shots with the platypus. We'll go for the big one there. Got that little one. Little guy on the ground. And it is a Glock style, so it does have lock back. And this is, I'm just running some of my Magpul 17. So hey, first shots, first 10, we got lock back, and I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, like I said, I am very much not an iron sight shooter, but I will try to put an offhand group on this paper target just to see what happens. If I do terrible at this, I'm going to say it's not the pistol's fault. It's totally my fault. But let's just see what it looks like. Okay. Pulled that one. Jeez, pulling both of those. I think I got a couple kind of low and out to the side, so okay, so I mean, not too bad. Those were the first couple shots, and then these were the last 1, 2, 3, 4. I think those were the last 5, and that was the first 5. So I definitely started off better. Than my glasses started fogging up, and I could tell I was getting a little twitchy. So, you know, I mean, that's only 10 yards, and like I said, I am a legitimate, no kind of pro with iron sights. So, I mean, I'll take that for, you know, first shots. Definitely can do the job. Okay, so as you can see, I am not a good iron sight shooter. I will say I really got into this in 2021, and I got my Shadow Systems DR920 in June of 2021, and immediately put a red dot on it. And I've literally only shot with optics, besides a few times, you know, shooting some friends' pistols and a couple of older rifles. But I really need to learn iron. I figured we'll jump over here and see if I can hit the plates on the dueling tree. Haven't tried this one in a little while, so let's see what happens. Ah, so it is a different grip than what I'm used to. Well, I got a few of them. I mean, it runs good, that's for sure. I'm just not so good with the iron sights. But now I have a great excuse to practice more with them. I'll get it figured out. Change mags. I'm gonna have to learn a new way to change magazines. I'm twitchy. There we go. See if I can hit my gong target down there. Nope. Nope. Don't know if I'm high or low. Alright, so let's try a few more. I've got this gong target down there. From here it's going to be 45, 50 yards. I think it's too far, and I am very much not good enough with irons to get this, but let's see. Nope. There we go. Got him. Get that little guy right there. Fun, fun, fun. This thing's pretty great. Like I said, I just need to learn iron sights better, but this is a fun pistol so far. So hey, thank you very much for checking out my little story about how I came to obtain this pistol and my first few shots with it. So I think I've run through 70 or so rounds today. You know, just get a little break in on it. I will try to come out tomorrow and film a few more, see if I can get set up on a rest and do some better group testing, see how accurate the barrel can be and things like that. But hey, if you got any questions, please drop them down below. If there's anything specific about this that you want to see, I'm starting a list and I want to try and answer as many questions as possible that people may have about this, since it is still fairly new. So I'm more than happy to try and put things on video that you might want to know about. So just drop comments down below. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know anything you might want to know about this. And I will get out here and keep making videos about it. And I will keep practicing and getting better and better. So hey, I'd really appreciate it if you'd like this video, share it with anybody that you think might want to find out more about the platypus from Stealth Arms, and subscribe to my channel. Come along with me as I learn more about this and get better with it. I'm out here every week making new videos, and I really appreciate everybody that subscribed so far. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope to see you on all the future videos. And we'll keep having fun out here, and I want to see you come along with me. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.